Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. PV Sindhu scripts history winning the World Badminton Championship Gold, becomes first Indian to win the honour. Mortal remains of senior BJP leader and former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley consigned to flames with full state honours. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says community service best way to offer tributes to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. In his Mann Ki Baat Programme, Prime Minister calls upon people to join hands to curb single-use plastic. Minority Affairs Ministry team to visit Kashmir from Tuesday to identify central projects for implementation. Ace Indian shuttler PV Sindhu today created history, becoming the first Indian to win Badminton World Championships. Sindhu defeated Japan's Nozomi Okuhara 21-7, 21-7 in the women's singles final at Basel, Switzerland to win a gold medal. It was Sindhu's fifth World Championship medal, equaling former Olympics and world champion Zhang Ning of China for the most women's singles medals. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have congratulated Sindhu for winning the championships. In a tweet, the President said, "This is a proud moment for the entire country." He said Sindhu's magic on the court and perseverance inspire millions of people. The Vice President said the entire nation is proud of her stupendous achievement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also congratulated the newly crowned world champion. He said the passion and dedication with which she's pursued badminton is inspiring. Her success will inspire generations of players, the Prime Minister added. Senior BJP leader and former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley was cremated at Nigambod Ghat in Delhi today with full state honours. His son Rohan performed the last rites in the presence of leaders from across the political spectrum and scores of his admirers and party workers. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, BJP veteran L.K. Advani, Party President and Home Minister Amit Shah and Union Ministers were present at the Ghat. Congress leaders Jyotiraditya Scindia, Kapil Sibal and others were also present at the cremation ground. Chief Ministers of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka, Bihar, Uttarakhand and Delhi were also there. Earlier in the day, the mortal remains of the departed leader were kept at the BJP headquarters for people to pay their last respects. From there, his mortal remains were carried in a flower-decked gun carriage to the cremation ground. Arun Jaitley passed away at AIIMS yesterday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that community service is the best way to offer tributes to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. In keeping with his objective, a nationwide Swachhata Hi Seva campaign will start for a plastic-free India on the 11th September. The Prime Minister was addressing the people through his Mann Ki Baat Programme broadcast on All India Radio.
मैं कह सकता हूं कि गांधी सेवा भाव से संगठन भाव को भी बल देते रहते थे। समाज सेवा और समाज संवर्धन, कम्युनिटी सर्विस और कम्युनिटी मोबिलाइजेशन, यह वह भावना जिसे हमें अपने व्यवहारिक जीवन में लाना है। सही अर्थों में यही महात्मा गांधी को सच्ची श्रद्धांजलि है, सच्ची कार्यांजलि है।
The Prime Minister called upon people to join hands to curb single-use plastic.
देश की सभी नगर पालिका, नगर निगम, जिला प्रशासन, ग्राम पंचायत, सरकारी, गैर सरकारी, सभी व्यवस्थाएं, सभी संगठन, एक एक नागरिक, हर किसी से मेरा अनुरोध है कि प्लास्टिक कचरे के कलेक्शन और स्टोरेज के लिए उचित व्यवस्था हो। मैं कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर से भी अपील करता हूं कि जब यह सारा प्लास्टिक वेस्ट इकट्ठा हो जाए तो इसके उचित निस्तारण हेतु आगे आए।
Mr. Modi said the month of September is dedicated to Poshan Abhiyan across the country. Citing a Sanskrit Subhashit that attributes glory to food, he stressed that balanced and nutritious food is essential for all, especially women and newborn.
पोषण अभियान के अंतर्गत पूरे देश भर में आधुनिक वैज्ञानिक तरीकों से पोषण को जन आंदोलन बनाया जा रहा है। लोग नए और दिलचस्प तरीकों से कुपोषण से लड़ाई लड़ रहे हैं।
The Prime Minister said Fit India movement will be launched across the country on the occasion of National Sports Day on coming Thursday. He said that citizens must be aware about their fitness. Mr. Modi asked people to visit places associated with nature and wildlife, including Jim Corbett National Park and the Northeast. Mr. Modi said that after the broadcast of his Man vs. Wild episode in Discovery Channel, people are talking about the wildlife and environment conservation. He stressed that conversation about environment has to now move beyond conservation to compassion. Inspired with the thought that even the smallest person should be able to contribute to the cause of providing nutrition to the needy, a walker group in the neighborhood of Hanging Garden in South Mumbai started an initiative called Ek Muthi Abhiyan. Our correspondent says the movement recently completed 5 years.
It was a spontaneously clicked idea started by a group of regular walkers near famous Hanging Garden in South Mumbai. Speaking about overall objective and wider perspective of this initiative, one of the activists from the Hanging Garden walker group, Mr. Naresh Jain, said,
पेट की भूख ही सारे गुनाहों की जड़ है और देश की प्रगति में सबसे बड़ी अड़चन। एक मुट्ठी अनाज एक ऐसा अभियान है जिसमें छोटे से छोटा व्यक्ति भी अपना योगदान दे सकता है।
So far, this campaign reached out to more than 15,000 genuinely needy families. During the Chennai floods and famine in Marathwada, Ek Muthi Anaj group provided grains, clothes and utensils and other things for the affected people. With group's persistent perseverance and the sense of responsibility, it could sustainably contribute for bigger cause. Nivedita for AIR News, Mumbai.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached Biarritz, France to participate in the G7 summit. Top leaders of the world have gathered in the beach city of France to discuss various issues including global warming, climate change, biodiversity, taxation and digital transformation. Mr. Modi will hold bilateral meetings and there will be an official welcome for the Prime Minister. It will be followed by a cultural evening and the leaders' dinner. The theme of this year's summit is Fighting Inequality, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will speak on issues including ocean, biodiversity, climate and digital transformation tomorrow. Our correspondent covering the summit has filed this report.
Outlining an idea about India's position at G7, Sherpa from Indian side, Suresh Prabhu, told AIR in an interview that policies of Indian government, such as direct benefit transfer, are working towards fighting inequality, which is the theme of G7 summit here. He told that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shown an example of how to fight against the use of plastic, and the world can learn a lot from the initiative. Talking about terrorism, Suresh Prabhu said that whole world needs to fight in one voice against it.
कि हमारे देश में तो आतंकवाद के हम बड़े शिकार बने हुए और साथ ही में फ्रांस को भी उसी विचारों से लेते हुए काफी परेशानी हो रही है। आज यूरोप में भी आप देखेंगे तो उसका परिणाम हो रहा है, अमेरिका में भी हो रहा है, अफ्रीका में भी काफी लोग उससे प्रभावित है। तो मुझे लगता है ये सभी विषयों को ध्यान में रखते हुए ग्लोबल अलायंस उसके लिए बननी चाहिए।
With joy, this is Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, France.
India and Bahrain today agreed to enhance cooperation in the field of security and counter-terrorism. In a joint statement, both the countries urged international community to reject terrorism infrastructures and to cut off any kind of support to the terrorists. The joint statement is issued after Prime Minister Narendra Modi's talks with King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and his Bahraini counterpart Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa during his 2-day visit to Bahrain. The statement said the two countries also signed MOUs on cultural exchange program, space technology and solar energy. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. A team of Minority Affairs Ministry will be on a 2-day visit to Kashmir from Tuesday to identify the areas to implement central government's development projects. Talking to AIR, Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi said due to Article 370 and other reasons, several developmental projects could not reach the people of Jammu and Kashmir, and the team will assess the need of opening schools, colleges, skill development centers, hospitals and other facilities for the development of J&K and Ladakh. He said the team will prepare a comprehensive report on possibilities of social economic development projects in the regions.
अभी टीम ये कश्मीर जा रही है, फिर जम्मू जाएगी, फिर लद्दाख जाएगी और ये पूरे के पूरा एक कंप्लीट एक योजना बनाएगी ताकि किन किन जगहों पर क्या क्या कार्यक्रम प्राथमिकता के आधार पर होना चाहिए ताकि जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख के लोगों को मजबूती के साथ प्रगति की धारा में शामिल किया जा सके।
The minister also hit out at opposition parties for questioning the NDA government on the issue of Jammu and Kashmir, alleging that they are acting as per their political prejudice and people will not accept their design. Daytime restrictions eased out in most of the police stations in Kashmir Valley. Officials said overall situation in Kashmir remained under control with no major law and order situation reported from anywhere in the valley. Our correspondent, quoting government sources, reports that daytime restrictions have been lifted from over 62% police stations, adding that 69 police stations out of 111 remained without restrictions in Kashmir Valley. The sources said the relaxation shall be extended in more police station areas on the basis of overall situation on the ground. Meanwhile, authorities today removed the state flag from the Civil Secretariat in Srinagar. The Election Commission today announced by-elections to one assembly seat each in Uttar Pradesh, Tripura, Chhattisgarh and Kerala. The by-polls for Dantewada in Chhattisgarh, Pala in Kerala, Badharghat in Tripura and Hamirpur assembly seat in UP will be held on the 23rd of next month. The by-polls for Dantewada, Pala and Badharghat were necessitated following the death of sitting MLAs, while in Hamirpur it was necessitated by the disqualification of the BJP MLA. Industry body Confederation of Indian Industry (CII) today said that the multi-sectoral and multi-dimensional policy stimulus announced last week will have significant impact for India. It said the measures announced come at a time when the world economy is buffeted by global headwinds and trade slowdown. The industry body further added that the economic package announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday imparts stability and underpins a new growth impetus for the country. The CII said it expects that the economy will climb up in the coming months. Backed by military aircraft, Brazilian troops have been deployed in the Amazon to fight fires that have swept the region. President Jair Bolsonaro also tried to temper global concern, saying that previously deforested areas had burnt and that intact rainforest was spared. Defense Minister Fernando Azevedo said some 44,000 troops will be available for operations to put out the fires, and forces are heading to 6 Brazilian states that ask for federal help. The military will use 2 C-130 Hercules aircraft capable of dumping up to 12,000 liters of water on fires. The Brazilian military operations came after widespread criticism of government's handling of the crisis. North Korea has fired 2 short-range ballistic missiles into the sea off its east coast. The South Korean military said the North launched what appeared to be 2 short-range ballistic missiles. Meanwhile, North Korea state media said a super-large multiple rocket launcher had been tested. In response to the test, the South Korean government called a National Security Council meeting. This is the 7th such missile test by North Korea since US President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un met at the inter-Korean border in June. In Iraq, Islamic State terrorists fired mortar rounds at a soccer field which killed 6 people and left 9 others injured. The attack took place yesterday in northern Kirkuk province, which is controlled by Iran-supported militias known as the Popular Mobilization Forces. In cricket, India resumed their second innings with the overnight score of 185 for 3 against the West Indies on the 4th day of the first test at North Sound, Antigua today. India were 287 for 4 at lunch. Virat Kohli fell early today without adding any run to his overnight score of 51. In Iran, women fans will now be allowed as spectators into the stadium for the next Football World Cup qualifier match in October. FIFA has been stepping up pressure on Iran to ensure entry of women to watch the match. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. PV Sindhu scripts history winning the World Badminton Championship Gold, becomes first Indian to win the honour. Mortal remains of senior BJP leader and former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley consigned to flames with full state honours. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says community service best way to offer tributes to Mahatma Gandhi on his 150th birth anniversary. In his Mann Ki Baat Programme, Prime Minister calls upon people to join hands to curb single-use plastic. Minority Affairs Ministry team to visit Kashmir from Tuesday to identify central projects for implementation. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.